Welcome back to Tipping Point. I'm your host, Kara McKinney. An Arizona grand jury is purposely conflating alternate electors with fake electors, meaning those guilty of fraud, forgery, and conspiracy. As conservative commentator Mike Cernovich points out, these are more Stalin show trials. Multiple electors were legal until the law was recently amended. Past presidential electors had alternate slates. It's not fake electors, it's alternate. This is disgraceful. But that isn't stopping the state's Attorney General Kris Mayes from indicting 11 Trump alternate electors from the 2020 election. She's also indicting former Trump lawyers and associates, bringing the total number of indictments to 18, while leaving President Trump as an unindicted co-conspirator. Names on the list include Mark Meadows, Rudy Giuliani, Jenna Ellis, Christina Bobb, John Eastman, Kelly Ward, and Boris Epshteyn, among others. Here's the AG.
We're here because justice demands an answer to the efforts that the defendants and other unindicted co-conspirators allegedly took to undermine the will of Arizona's voters during the 2020 presidential election. Arizona's election was free and fair. The people of Arizona elected President Biden. Unwilling to accept this fact, the defendants charged by the state grand jury allegedly schemed to prevent the lawful transfer of the presidency.
Justice, my rear end. Mike Davis of the Article 3 Project has this to say, quote, Kris Mayes, a Democrat operative, timed her political indictment during the height of the 2024 presidential election season, when Christina Bobb is running the Trump RNC's Election Integrity Division, and right in the middle of President Trump's unprecedented criminal trial in New York City, when Boris Epshteyn is representing him. This is obviously lawfare and election interference. This is a criminal conspiracy by these Democrat politicians. This is unacceptable. There must be severe legal, political, and financial consequences, end quote. Joining us now to discuss is author and columnist Lee Smith. Lee, thanks for being here tonight.
Hey, thank you, Kara.
Great. So is there any case here from the state AG over in Arizona, or is this just more political persecutions?
Well, first of all, I would say that I agree with Mike Davis when he's saying that it was timed. It's timed to 2024. So it's not about the 2020 election. It's timed to 2024. And what it's doing is it's sending a very strong message to the Republican candidate for president and his aides and his supporters. And I think it's very important. I think it's very important to pay attention to what's happening here, because people on the right are following polls and they're very enthusiastic because they look very good for President Donald J. Trump. However, what this tells us is that the polls in many ways are irrelevant, because what's happening is the Democrats are planning a very serious campaign of fraud here. And what this is doing, what this series of indictments is doing, is it's warning Republicans that if they stand against the fraud that we're going to see in November, they will be arrested, they will be charged, they will be indicted, they will spend their life savings, they will have to sell their houses to defend themselves. So that's what's going on here. It's saying we're going to cheat, and if you try to do anything about it, you're going to pay a price, just like the people are paying a price now for the fake elector scam. Trump's legal team and his other aides, as well as the state party. So this is sending a warning to state parties, GOP parties across the country, that if they involve themselves in whatever's going to happen in 2024, the same fate will be in store for them.